If I ever told my side of the story, you would start looking at other people different. If I ever told you what really happened, you would start looking at people different. I'm not preaching to people who spoil and cry over everything. I'm only preaching to five of y'all who got a real reason to crash out on your family, on your friends, on your ex, on your spouse, but you try to keep it together. Asking me why I don't come around. I chose to stay at home. Because every time I come outside, y'all play me like I'm some weak. And I'm trying to grow and be what God called me to be. But y'all really pushing your luck. But I'm trying to be faithful because I don't want to sacrifice my favor.
I try to be a good motherfucking nigga, but I can't be because little bitch ass niggas like you want to fuck with me. You want to fuck with a nigga, right? You want a nigga who got 2 strikes on him to go to jail for life, motherfucker.
Right in the heart with a silver bullet.
Yeah. I think they plotting on man. Don't wipe their feet when they enter the lab. I feel a full stab.
What's happening, fam? L.A.R. movement still moving. Subscribe or die trying. You see the thumbnail. More importantly, you saw the clip. I guess it's hate versus favor. Like, I have issues with this type of stuff. You know, I've had family lie, friends lie. You know, people I ain't family or friends that just gotta, try to put a monkey wrench in my life. And over the years, I've learned a few things about dealing with people like that. Usually I walk away from people. Usually, the only way you're gonna wind up in a situation with me is if I walk away from you and you follow me, and that could be figuratively or literally, right? And the reason I say that is because one of the first things I learned was the people who do this type of stuff, they have help. And what happens is if you just, let me just say, if somebody's lying on you and you gotta, and then it gets back to you, you gotta understand that person had help. Somebody helped spread the lie with them. Somebody helped, help them with the story. Somebody, helped spread the story. People looked at you funny because of what they heard, and they never had a conversation with you. You might not have known what was going on, but people started treating you different. And more importantly, at the end of the day, when you find out and you go to break their face, then everybody like, wait. And what I've learned is when it gets back to you, don't just get at the person. See all the people that helped them first, because they're gonna show themselves to you, right? They're gonna, these are the keep the peace type of people. Like some of those keep the peace type of people are actually trying to keep the peace, but but a lot of these people, they're part of the team, and it angers me. It's difficult to talk about things, but one of the other things I learned about that was when people are not happy with themselves or not happy with their lives, it's not bullying. It's really sabotage. It's really like, I don't like that I don't like you living a better life than me, so I got to do something that can be a hindrance or a hurdle for you to get over in hopes that you don't make it. And a lot of these people think they're smart, they think they're cunning, and it's like, no, you're very simplistic people. Like, you're just a hater. You don't have to be, a lot of y'all look at this superhero stuff and these evil genius idea. No, you don't need to be a genius to be evil. It's gonna get you. Somebody's gonna see you at a certain point. But I've realized, people are haters of happiness or success, and more importantly, peace. So they'll do what it takes to ruin yours because theirs is already shot. They don't have a blueprint to find their own success and find their own happiness and find their own peace. They don't have a plan for that. They have a plan to ruin other people's. The other thing, man, and this is what I mean by, sorry, some of these people, they do stuff as a pseudo way to get a connection with you. And that's why I say I walk away. But if you follow me, whether it be figuratively or literally, then I'm gonna hurt you. Because what I've noticed, there are people out here who they cause chaos in your life because that's their way of getting a connection with you. And when you walk away, they're compelled to follow you. Like, oh, it's not over until I say it's over. And then it's like, oh, it's about to be over. It's about to be over real soon because they just can't help themselves. They don't. It doesn't even dawn on them that they're out of pocket because they're whatever's going on with them mentally, their ego, their feelings, whatever they got in their mind. That's what's compelling them to make these dumb decisions. Because it doesn't. They don't care how it. Some people don't. They don't care how it affects your life, and some people don't even think about it that far, right? And then you gotta handle them. And then and it's hard for me, it's a hard thing to ignore somebody and not crash out. I've worked on it, I got it together, but it's a very difficult thing because of what it is, I got this thing where if I know I'm not gonna see you 5 minutes from now, I don't need to talk to I can get away from you. If I look at it like, what, I ain't gonna know you in 30 seconds, bye. But what I've also learned about this is, like I said, it makes you a person who like I'm cool with being a loner. I stay to myself and my homebody and all that other stuff. But I used to be out moving around, but I've done a lot, so I'm kind of done. But I've learned people get excitement in their lives out of bringing chaos to yours. And one of the things is, man, them type of people always need help. The same people that want to bring chaos to everybody's life are the same people that'll be calling you a year, 2 years from now for some help. And it's like, man, if you don't get your ass up my face, man, go on somewhere. Like, I'm a different person. Yeah, me too. You know, I was gonna say something real cold blooded, but I'm not. Um, so going back to the, wanting a connection. It's no good way to go about this, but people don't understand, like, you might be causing chaos in another person's life as a form of a connection, but you'll never be connected to them because you'll forever be an enemy. Forever be an enemy. You're not gonna enemy your way into love or friendship. That's not how they go. Like, oh, I was giving you a hard time to help you build character. Oh, I'm gonna hit you in your head with a bat. I hope it's gonna build some character for you. It's like, because it ain't no fun when a rabbit got the gun, because the tables can turn easily. And a lot of times, and this is what I really despise about people, is people like to attack people who could crush them, but they know that they're doing something bigger than them that they don't want to mess up. So it's like, hey, my dog, like, it's kind of like, I got a goal and I'm reaching my goal, and my goal ain't got nothing to do with you, but but your goal is to leech off of the successes that can come from my goals. So you're like, oh, let me leech on that. But hey, you can't do nothing really to me, because if you crash out with me, you'll lose everything you work for. And it's like, okay, y'all can keep playing that game. Because here's the thing. Success doesn't last forever. Nothing in the world lasts forever, and you people who do this type of stuff, y'all forget like after that person's time has came and went. Oh yeah, oh yeah. I remember what you did. Yeah, I remember what you did. Oh, but that was years ago. You a better person than that dude. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. You wasn't a better person when you did it, so why I gotta be? No, but I'm a believer in that, man. You know, you could have did something 15, 20 years ago, and if I see you, okay, you remember what you did, right? Oh, I got God now. Well, better pray to him. You better pray. I hope I say a prayer. Because a lot of times people don't want to fix what they've destroyed, and that's why I say I struggle with this, because to me sometimes it ain't favor. It's just you know I'm really trying to I really appreciate the life that I have, and I really do have a love for God, and I really hope one day I've done the right things to get into heaven. But part of me is like, bitch, I want to. Sometimes even God fucked people up. So it's like, hey, and it's a religious thing. Sometimes y'all use God as an excuse to not fuck a person up, and sometimes the people that's supposed to be fucked up use God. Don't do it to me. I'm hurt. Hurt people. Hurt people. No, 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 no. I wasn't hurting, but I'm gonna hurt you. I'm gonna hurt you because it was no reason for you to do what you did. I don't give a damn about your ego, your issues, your traumas. I don't care. If you on drugs, you drunk. I don't care about none of that. I don't care about none of that. Jealousy. I don't care about none of that, because the issue is I'm living the same life you living, and I have the same abilities to go down dark roads like you did. But even if I do, I'm not trying to drag you down there with me. So this idea that you can't control yourself is bullshit. It's utter bullshit. And but a lot of y'all a lot of y'all on y'all way to hell, and y'all want to drag people down with you, and y'all think if a person crash out that could seal a deal, and it's like that's really not how it work. But more importantly, man, that's why there's such separation. Because sometimes you just want to leave people like, hey man, like I'm one of them people like, bro, I'm happy to never see you again, and I could care less whatever happened to you, whether it be good or bad. I hope great things happen to you so you can be off from somewhere far away from me. I hope bad things happen to you so you can be far away from me. It doesn't really matter, but just stay your ass away from me. Because once I gotta deal with you bringing chaos into my life, I might not care if you're on your deathbed. I'll pull a plug on your bitch ass. Like, nah, we getting you out of here. We getting you out of nah, not a because, and I say that in all coldness, but because I've seen people on their proverbial deathbed and go, I'm not gonna be like this. I'm gonna stop doing, and they go right back to doing the same stuff, and it makes you hate. It makes you hate. It really does. You know, make you feel like Steven from Django. Sweet Jesus, let me kill this nigga. But sometimes they say God will give you double for your trouble. Sometimes just get me the fuck away from these motherfuckers. Because God knows, like God knows my heart. My heart is not all love and rainbows and roses and all that. That is not my heart. My heart is very, very violent, you know. And I'm trying, but that's just a me thing. So, like I said, I'm working on this. I'm just putting it out there because I know I'm not the only person like this. So, tell me what you think if you like this. Like, share, subscribe. Catch you on the next one. Peace. You ever been at the top of the universe? I'm gonna tell you that.